On New Year's Day, I accidentally overheard his conversation with a friend. I know. She's coming back soon. It's not that easy to end things. It's not like I don't have any feelings for her at all. I thought it was mutual love, but it turned out to be just a fleeting dream. Chapter 1. I woke up in the middle of the night, suddenly hearing the sound of a lighter outside. I quietly climbed out of bed, tiptoeing over, wanting to give Ryan a little scare. I gently grabbed the doorknob, opening a small crack, but heard his voice, filled with helplessness and frustration. I know Laura is coming back in March. She told me. It's not as simple as just breaking up. You don't understand. It's not like I have no feelings for her at all. After all, it's almost 3 years. My hand holding the doorknob started to tremble. My mind went blank, and my heart began to ache painfully. Well, let's just leave it at that for now. I'll gradually distance myself, and eventually find a suitable reason to break up with her. Plop. A tear fell onto the floor, and my body nearly gave way. I quickly steadied myself against the wall, managing not to make a sound. I couldn't believe it. The person who was just tenderly holding me a moment ago was now talking so calmly to his friend about breaking up with me. All because his first love was coming back. Come to think of it, I owe my meeting Ryan to Laura. Back then, she gave up on love to follow her parents to immigrate to the United States. Ryan was devastated, skipping classes, avoiding exams, drowning himself in alcohol and cigarettes. It was then that I, who had secretly liked him for a year, found my opportunity. I started to appear by his side, creating coincidences, orchestrating chance encounters, until we finally met, and got closer. Whenever he drank too much, I was the one who carried him back to the hotel. When he smoked too much and felt unwell, I bought him all sorts of candies to help him quit. When he fell behind in his studies, I offered to tutor him every day. During that time, he lost a lot of weight, and my heart ached for him, so I bought him nutritious meals every day. He warned me more than once that he couldn't forget Laura. Back then, I naively thought, she's moved abroad. How could she come back? So each time, I'd shake my head and say, it's okay, I'll help you move on. Finally, after a year of persistence, his heart softened. When we graduated from college, he bought me a bouquet of my favorite tulips and asked if I would stay with him. It's been almost 3 years now, and he has really been good to me. We've always been recognized by friends as the perfect couple, and I thought I'd never find another man as good as him in my life. Only now do I realize, in his heart, these 3 years were just something he settled for. I held onto the wall, standing there numbly. Footsteps echoed from outside, and I didn't want him to find out I was awake. Panicking, I quickly dove under the blanket, using the sleeve of my pajamas to wipe my face harshly. Click! The door unlocked, and I immediately closed my eyes. His footsteps drew nearer until they finally stopped right in front of me. After a few seconds, I heard a low sigh in my ear. My heart felt as if it were being scratched by a cat, the dull pain making it hard to breathe. Maybe on nights when I was unaware. This scene, him sighing beside my bed, had already happened many times. Maybe while I was planning our future, he had already been figuring out how to part with me gracefully. The other side of the bed sank slightly, and after the rustling sound settled, only an unspeakable silence remained. I slowly opened my eyes, holding my breath, tears slipping down from the corners. Ryan, is this the New Year's gift you have for me? Chapter 2. I didn't sleep all night. At dawn, I quietly left his house. I sat dazedly at a breakfast stand, waiting for my food. I had cried the entire night. Now, in the cold breeze, I felt much calmer. When the impulsive affection recedes, many small, unnoticed details come to the forefront. Reflecting on all the small moments, I realized Ryan must have liked me. Just as he said, it's not like I have no feelings for you. But compared to his first love, Laura, I could never come first. I chuckled self-mockingly. If that's the case, I might as well go along with it. I'll take these 2 months to slowly distance myself, and use it as time to forget him. I will let go of this relationship sooner than he does. It's much faster when 2 people walk in opposite directions than when one person is trying to move on while the other advances. I barely ate a few bites of breakfast before I planned to catch a cab to work. But my phone rang. I looked at the screen, hesitating. The phone stopped ringing before I could decide. A WeChat message popped up right after. Favorite Ryan, where did you go so early? Why didn't you pick up the phone? I frowned at the pinned nickname, changed it to Ryan, then replied, there was an emergency at work, so I left first. He replied with an okay, and didn't ask any more questions. See? He's so good at following through, he said it last night. And today it has already begun. The whole day. I couldn't stop myself from glancing at my phone. Before, even during work, I would send him a few messages, and he would reach out to me too. But today, my phone was eerily quiet. After work, I went back to my place, opened WeChat again, and still no messages. By the evening, still no messages. I absent-mindedly scrolled through our chat history, page by page, filled with sweet words like love you, miss you, care for you. I really couldn't understand. Everything had been fine. So why did it all change overnight? My eyes started to sting, but I didn't want to cry. I stared at the delete button, feeling reluctant. It wasn't until a 30-second countdown popped up on my phone that I frantically pressed delete, erasing our entire chat history of 2 years, 11 months, and 21 days. Staring at the now turned-off phone, I felt not only waves of pain but also a small sense of relief. Chapter 3. For the next 5 days, it was as if we had suddenly lost all contact. He didn't reach out to me, and I no longer initiated anything. Even my coworkers started gossiping, asking if I had broken up with him. I just smiled, neither confirming nor denying it. Mimi, you can't keep eating like this. If you do, I won't be able to lift you anymore. I ruffled my little cat Mimi while feeding her some treats, scolding her as I did. Buzz. The phone vibrated. I reached over, and to my surprise, it was Ryan. Hello, where are you? I laughed lightly. At home. Of course. Why haven't you sent me any messages these past few days? I frowned. Busy. Okay. What are you doing? Feeding Mimi some cat treats. Oh. I took a deep breath. Maybe it had been too long since we last talked, because there was a palpable awkwardness hanging between us. He felt it too, and after a few casual exchanges, he hung up. I sighed. Just like this, it's fine. One day, I'll be the one who lets go first. Honestly, I wasn't lying to him. I did take on a new project recently, and I've been really busy. The next day, after work, I grabbed a stack of documents, planning to head home and handle them. Just as I stepped out of the office, my feet froze. Ryan had come to pick me up. He saw me, walked over, skillfully took the documents from my hands, then grabbed my bag and wrapped his arm around me as we headed to the car. I took a few steps but eventually pulled away from his embrace. Why did you suddenly come here? He looked down at me for a moment. It's been days since we last talked, so I wanted to see you. A pang of pain hit my heart, so he still misses me, right? But then I thought, well, it made sense. After all, he still had some feelings for me. Come over to my place. I'll cook for you. I stopped in front of the car, smiling. I don't think so. I've got a lot of work today. I need to go home and do overtime. He ruffled my hair. Can't you do that at my place too? I couldn't find a reason to refuse, because I used to often go to his place to work overtime. Come on. I bought your favorite pasta. I looked up at him for a moment, then nodded. When we got to his place, I couldn't help but remember that night, and a feeling of unease welled up inside me. What's wrong? Nothing. He patted my shoulder. I'll go make dinner. You take care of your work first. I'll call you when it's ready. I nodded, keeping my head down, and quickly ran to the study. I was afraid that if I stayed a second longer, my tears would fall. I couldn't figure him out. A few days ago, wasn't he keeping his distance just fine? So why did he come looking for me all of a sudden today? My mind was in a mess, and I couldn't focus on my work. But before long, he called me out to eat. Eat more. He had peeled all the shrimp and placed them in front of me. See? He actually still loves me. He knows I love shrimp but hate peeling them. So every time he'd peel them for me before I ate. Maybe he was just talking without thinking that night. Maybe he never really meant it. Are you going back home for New Year's this year? I looked up at him, testing the waters. Yeah. Want to come with me? To meet my parents? He looked surprised, then quickly lowered his head. I'll give you one more chance, Ryan, as long as you say you'll come. I can forgive you. I might be busy during New Year's. You could come after you're done. Even the second day would be fine. I added anxiously. I might not have the time. Elena, it's okay. Don't worry. There'll be opportunities in the future. I looked at him steadily for a while, then forced a smile and nodded. Future? We have no future. Ryan, I'm going to take a shower, I said to Ryan, who was washing dishes, and went into the bathroom. Then I quickly took a shower, went back to bed, and turned away from him, pretending to be asleep. When he came in, he walked over to me and looked at me for a long time before sighing and getting into bed. The next morning, I got up early and left again. This time he didn't even ask why he didn't see me when he woke up. It was as if nothing had happened, and we returned to that awkward relationship. Chapter 4. I stood in front of the calendar, looking at the date, and crossed off another day. Half a month had passed. Now, I no longer check my phone to see if there are any messages from him. He sends me a message occasionally, but I don't overthink it anymore. All in all, things are fine. I've thrown myself fully into work, and I've also submitted a transfer request to the company. When we first got together, HR had asked if I wanted to transfer back to my hometown. I refused at the time because I wanted to stay with him. Looking back now, how foolish of me. Buzz, Elena, it's my birthday this Saturday. You should come with Ryan. It was Ryan's friend, Amelia. Did you ask Ryan? I did. He told me to ask you. I might not have time. Maybe Ryan could just go by himself. Oh, come on. Amelia sounded dissatisfied. It's Saturday, and you're not coming? That's too much. I replied awkwardly. No, it's just that I've been really busy lately. Oh, please. Just for a little while in the evening. I couldn't resist her pleading, so I agreed. On Saturday morning, I was sitting at the dining table eating noodles when suddenly, the door clicked open. I looked up, and Ryan froze in the doorway. Our sudden eye contact made both of us feel awkward and at a loss. I broke eye contact, lowering my head and absent-mindedly poking at my noodles with my chopsticks. What are you doing here? He changed his shoes, walked over, and sat down across from me. Aren't we going to Amelia's birthday party today? Isn't it in the evening? Yeah, I thought since I had nothing to do, I'd come early. He stared at me, making me uncomfortable, so I put down my chopsticks. Did you eat? Want me to make you a serving? He nodded. I quickly left the living room and went into the kitchen, but a few seconds later, he followed me in, standing behind me, watching. Go back out. You don't need to help. It's okay. I'll just watch. I sighed deeply. What's gotten into him today? So I quickly made him a bowl of noodles, not even bothering to crack an egg, and served it to him. Then I casually took a few more bites of my own noodles and stood up. Take your time eating. I have work to do. I'll handle it first, and we'll head out together tonight. With that, I escaped the living room. I really didn't know how to be in the same room with him. At night, I could pretend to be asleep, but during the day, how could I avoid him? I could only run. Not long after, I heard the door open from outside. Did he leave? I was just about to go check when a WeChat message came in. I'm going to the supermarket. Phew, finally gone. He came back in the afternoon, and by then, I had finished my work. When I saw Ryan return with bags in his hands, I froze for a few seconds before stepping forward to help. You could have just given money to Amelia. Why buy so much? This is for you. What? I looked up at him. He walked past me, headed to the fridge, and began putting the things he bought inside one by one, while scolding me. No snacks at home, and you don't even think of buying any. You often get hungry at night, and if you don't eat, your stomach starts hurting. So I got you some food, all your favorites. My heart clenched, and a wave of sourness rushed up to my nose. You see, This is what he does, ignores me one moment, then comes over now and then to show he cares. So contradictory. I took out my phone and transferred him 500 yuan. What's this about? Nothing. I just wanted to thank you, but I didn't have any other way. So I transferred some money to you. You should get yourself something you like. No need. It's okay. Just accept it. He smiled, the corners of his mouth lifting. What's up with you? Why are you suddenly being so polite? Isn't it normal for a boyfriend to buy food for his girlfriend? But you're not my boyfriend anymore. I thought to myself. Right. I smiled. I just wanted to show my appreciation. He didn't say anything more. That evening, he drove me to the restaurant, and as I got into the car, he handed me a bag, a New Year's gift. You've been busy, and I've been busy too. So I forgot. See if you like it. I tightened my grip on the bag and opened it. It was a necklace. Ryan has a great sense of taste. Every gift he's given me has been beautiful, and this one was no exception. Thank you. No need to be so formal. He turned his head to look at me, pinched my cheek. It's what I should do, as long as you like it. The affection in his eyes almost undid all the emotional strength I had built up these past few days. I bit my lip, thinking, this really is the last time. Why not a ring? A ring. We've been together almost 3 years. It's about time for a ring, isn't it? He went silent for a moment, and during that time, my palms began to sweat from nervousness. Ryan, this really is the last time. If you don't cherish it now, nothing you do in the future will ever make me waver again. Are you sure? We can be sure now, can't we? Elena, I think maybe we should wait a bit longer. The grip on the bag loosened instantly, and I lowered my head, laughing softly. I wasn't even sure if I was laughing at him or myself. Right. No rush. It's fine. I was just mentioning it casually. Don't mind it. With that, I looked away from him, turning my gaze out the car window. Chapter 5. During the entire birthday party, I wasn't really in the mood. I just sat beside him, forcing a smile, nodding along. Honestly, I didn't like some of his friends, because in their conversations, they'd always bring up Laura, always pulling me into stories of their unforgettable childhood memories. I had resisted before. Once, when I showed that I was unhappy, they waved it off with a smile. Come on, are you really mad? Elena, don't take it to heart. We all grew up together. It's only natural that we'd think about Laura now and then since she left. That's why we mention her. Besides, isn't Ryan all yours now? Don't be so sensitive. Ryan would also hold me and tell me, I only love you. Be more generous. Since then, whenever I'm with them at dinner, I just keep this attitude, whether they're right or wrong. I just go along with it. After the party, Ryan wanted to take me back to his place, but I refused, using work as an excuse, saying I had to get up early. He didn't say much. Maybe he was scared by my mention of marriage earlier and just nodded in agreement. After that day, my work really started to get busy, with overtime or business trips every other day. One day, while I was waiting for a flight to Shanghai at the airport, Ryan called. Want to come over to my place for dinner tonight? I frowned, about to refuse, when the airport announcement came through. Attention passengers traveling to Kunming. Your flight 3U8256 is now boarding. Please, you're at the airport? Where are you going? I'm on a business trip. He was silent for a few seconds, then said, sounding a bit annoyed, why didn't you tell me? Nothing worth mentioning. Do you need something? No, I just wanted to invite you over for dinner. Oh, I'm about to board. I'm hanging up now. I let out a sigh. He probably just thought of me on a whim again. How laughable. Once I arrived in Shanghai, I saw the messages he sent me. Ryan, let me know when you arrive. Ryan, just give me a call. I deleted the messages, ignoring them. That night, before bed, he tried to video call me. I hung up and sent him a voice message instead. Why did you hang up? I'm not dressed. Not convenient. He chuckled softly. All right. But why didn't you tell me when you got there? Forgot. How many days will you be there? Not sure. Let me know when you're back. I'll pick you up from the airport. No need. I can just take a cab myself. He paused for a few seconds. Elena, is it because I said we should wait on marriage? Is that why you're mad? Huh? I was a bit stunned. Why have you been like this lately? I feel like you're mad at me, but I don't know why. Can you tell me? Am I really the only one who's been acting strange lately? I thought, feeling a bit sad. No, you're overthinking. I've just been busy. If you don't want to say, forget it. We'll talk when you get back. The day I came back from the trip, I still didn't tell him and took a cab home by myself. After tidying up, I took a shower, picked up a pen, and crossed off a few more days on the calendar. It's been over a month now. I think I'm halfway there, at least now. My emotions don't fluctuate too much because of him. If he were to break up with me now, I think I'd be able to agree calmly. Chapter 6. He came to pick me up 3 days after I returned. I didn't know how he knew I was back. Maybe he asked a friend. Seeing him standing in front of the company, looking unhappy, I knew today wouldn't pass without an argument. Why are you here? He didn't respond, just stared at me, then took my bag and wrapped his arm around me, leading me toward the parking garage. I tried to break free, but he held me too tightly, and I ended up following him. He didn't talk to me the entire way, and I had no interest in making conversation. I wasn't sure why he was upset, because I didn't tell him I was back. Well, he planned to dump me because his first love was coming back, and he didn't tell me either. When we got to his place, I changed my shoes, but before I could go any further, he grabbed my arm. I calmly turned around and looked at him. Why didn't you tell me when you got back? I said I didn't need a ride. So, you can just go on business trips without telling me, come back without telling me, and I'm just supposed to figure it out myself? I sighed, pulling my arm free. Ryan, I don't want to argue. He glared at me, breathing heavily. At that moment, I actually wished he would say it, break up, but he didn't. He walked past me and went into the bedroom. I stood there for a while, then decided to leave. I had just changed my shoes when he came back out. Where are you going? I'm going home. Isn't this your home? I rolled my eyes. What do you think? He stared at me for a few seconds, then pressed his temples hard. Before coming over and pulling me onto the couch, he turned and went into the kitchen to cook. I sighed, shrugged, got up, and walked to the master bedroom. I opened the closet and found a lot of my clothes still there. When we had our 2-year anniversary, I suggested moving in together, but he refused, saying it was inconvenient for work. So back then, every time I came over, I'd bring a lot of my stuff, trying to make this place feel more like mine. I reached out, took a few pieces of clothing, folded them, and planned to take them back tomorrow. I thought, just like that, I once threw everything in here all at once. Now I'll take it all back, bit by bit, until one day it's all gone. After dinner, just like last time, I took a shower early and then went to the bedroom to pretend to sleep. What I didn't expect was that this time, he got into bed and hugged me from behind. I didn't move, and he leaned in close to my ear, whispering softly, Elena, you used to need me to hold you before falling asleep. Why not anymore? Used to? Yeah. Why was I always the one who made the first move? I kept my eyes closed, letting him hold me. Seeing I wasn't responding, he hugged me a bit tighter, burying his head in my neck and kissing it softly. It's been a long time since I've held you. In the past, I liked falling asleep in his arms, but he always complained it was too hot. He'd let go in the middle of the night and turn his back to me, so I suggested that he hold me for half an hour before we sleep, then let go. He was a little impatient but agreed. I still didn't say anything, and that night, he held me just like that until we fell asleep. In the middle of the night, I suddenly needed to use the bathroom and found that he wasn't in bed. I walked to the door and opened a crack. Sure enough, he was on the phone again. I know. I just suddenly realized I can't be without her. Tried to distance myself for a month, but ended up missing her like crazy. Couldn't control myself and got her back. I froze slightly. I don't know what to do. I'm really confused right now. Yes, I can't forget Laura, but it's Elena who has been with me these past years. Like I said before, It's not like I have no feelings for her. Not sure. She mentioned marriage last time, and I brushed it off. We've been at odds for the past few days. Laura will be back in 2 weeks. I'm really lost right now. My eyes widened. 2 weeks? It's sooner than expected. I can't drag this out any longer. I closed the door, finished using the bathroom, and returned to bed. The next morning, I woke up to find an arm around my waist. I frowned, trying to move it away, but as soon as I moved, he tightened his grip and pulled me into his embrace. Why are you up so early? I have to go to work. I pushed his hand away. Sleep a bit longer. I'll take you. No, I can't sleep anymore. You sleep. He opened his eyes and looked at me for a moment. Then I won't sleep either. I'll go with you to have breakfast. Unable to refuse, I went out with him for breakfast. Then he insisted on driving me to work, and when I was about to get out of the car, he grabbed my hand. I'll come pick you up this afternoon. I looked at him, confused. Why? You used to be busy and found it troublesome, didn't you? I'm not too busy lately. He paused. I'll pick you up. We can have dinner at my place, and you can stay over. I'll take you to work the next day. No, I'm really busy these days and want to sleep in a bit. He stared at me for a few seconds. Then I'll stay at your place. I sat back down. What's going on? Nothing. I just missed you. Last night, holding you. I had the best sleep I've had in a while. I was at a loss. Just let it be. Why? I laughed. It was time. Ryan, I'm a bit tired. Let's break up. He froze for a few seconds. Then his eyebrows furrowed tightly. Why? Just because I said we should wait on marriage? It's not that. Then what is it? He turned me to face him, forcing eye contact. Seeing the anxious look on his face, I couldn't help but want to laugh. What do you have to be unhappy about? Aren't I doing exactly what you wanted? He was stunned for a moment. What do you mean? Stop pretending. Didn't you say you'd distance yourself first and then find a suitable reason to break up? Isn't everything going the way you planned? What more do you want? He was dumbfounded. I could feel his hands shaking as he held onto me. You heard that. That day? Yes. I heard it. I also heard what you said last night. So, you don't need to struggle anymore. Go find your first love. I'm breaking up with you. Get lost. He grabbed my arm. No, Elena. I waited silently for him to finish, but he just kept stammering. Ryan, have you ever thought about what would have happened if I hadn't heard any of it? He didn't respond. I would have clung to you while you were distancing yourself from me, desperately trying to win your affection, doubting myself over and over. Eventually, when you finally found the right reason to break up, you'd be with Laura. I'd be left questioning myself endlessly, wondering what I did wrong or if I wasn't good enough. And that's why you gave up on me. I laughed. I might have ended up with depression, you know? And yet, all of it, every single bit of it, was just because you didn't like me enough. It was all planned from the start. I looked up, staring into his eyes. I honestly don't understand. Ryan, we've been together for almost 3 years. And I liked you for a year before that. I don't think I've ever wronged you. So why did you treat me like this? Just because I liked you? Finally, a trace of panic appeared on his otherwise expressionless face. Ryan, let's end this. Honestly, in the past month, I think I've pretty much moved on from you, really, but I will never forgive you. Not in this lifetime. That's it. Don't come looking for me again. He stared at me for a long time. Are you sure? I nodded. All right. He sighed. If that's the case, let's break up. I let out a small laugh, nodded, stood up, and walked away. Chapter 7. The next day, during my lunch break, I went to Ryan's place and took all my belongings. In the afternoon, I called him. Hey, I left your key on the coffee table. When are you giving me mine back? He paused for a long time. Are you really sure, Elena? If you don't want to break up, we don't have to. I was getting a bit impatient. Can you stop dodging the question? I asked you about the keys. I've made up my mind. Don't worry, I'll never contact you again. And for the record, I was the one who dumped you. Just to be clear, Elena, I'm sorry, Ryan. Saying sorry 1,000 times won't change the fact that you're a jerk. Just throw the key away. I'm changing the locks. After I hung up, I deleted all his contacts, including his friends. A few days later, I received some good news. My transfer request had been approved. Chapter 8. Mom, I don't want to eat this. I stared at the cabbage and tofu soup on the table, lost in thought. I've been back home for almost 2 months, and my parents have fed me until I gained 6 pounds. So, they decided it was time for me to lose weight. Eat it. I even added a bit of meat. Aw. Dad, I really don't want to eat. Knock, knock, knock. Who is it? I got up to answer the door. When I opened it, I froze. Ryan had lost a lot of weight and looked much more worn out. When he saw me, his expression softened, and he gave an awkward smile. Elena. I frowned. Who is it? My dad came over. Hello, sir. I'm Elena's friend. I came to see you both. My dad looked at me meaningfully, then invited him in. I bought some gifts for you. I raised an eyebrow, blocking his way and turning to speak to my dad. Dad, he's here about work. I'll go out and talk to him. I'll be back soon. With that, I changed my shoes, grabbed the gifts, and planned to leave. He tried to stop me. Leave the gifts. I pushed him away. No, that would mean we'd have to give a return gift. It's troublesome. I shoved the gifts back into his hands and took him downstairs. So, what do you want? Here to give me a wedding invitation? He looked tired as he stared at me. Why didn't you tell me when you came back? I had to ask a lot of people just to find out. I shot him a sideways glance at his words. No need. What do you want? He put down the gifts and grabbed my hand. Elena, I missed you. Heh. I shook him off. You must be joking. He shook his head with a sad smile, his voice full of sorrow. I'm not. I can't forget you. No matter what. I just can't forget. I turned my head, giving him a look up and down. Can't forget? What's there to not forget? I was genuinely devoted to you back then, and it took me less than 2 months to almost forget everything. Now, I've moved on completely. I let out a sarcastic laugh. As for whatever feelings you had for me, I bet they wouldn't last even a week. It's not like that. His eyes began to redden. Elena, I didn't see things clearly before. You have every right to be mad. But it's okay. I'll take my time to win you back. I'll wait for you to change your mind. You're sick, aren't you? What is it? Did Laura dump you again? He shook his head. Ryan, we were together for almost 3 years. I asked you at least 3 times to come and meet my parents. And what did you do? You always had an excuse to avoid it. And now? Now you want to come? I'm sorry. I don't accept it. Get lost. Leaving him there alone, I went back upstairs. I gave you a chance, and you were the one who didn't cherish it. Ryan, so just leave. I don't need anyone, and I can still live well, better, even. Chapter 9. Seeing Ryan again was about a week later. That day, I saw Ryan standing in front of the company, holding a bouquet of bright roses. He stood by his car, looking at me with a smile full of hope. When he saw me, he hurried over, handing me the flowers and taking my bag. The colleagues around us had curious, gossip-filled expressions on their faces. I sighed and had no choice but to go along with him. Didn't I make myself clear enough last week? He smiled, crystal clear, but I also said I'll wait for you. I frowned at him. Ryan, what are you doing now? Is this some sort of performance? No, I just want to win you back. I was speechless. He rummaged in the bag for a moment, pulled out a small box, and pushed it into my hand. The custom ring I ordered arrived. Look, do you like it? I squinted at him. What's this supposed to mean? Nothing. I just wanted to give you a ring. Giving me a ring after we broke up, it's not appropriate. Is it? Then let's get back together. I laughed in frustration. You're really something, aren't you? How can you say that so casually? You were the one who pushed me away, weren't you? Why is it that the breakup is up to you, and getting back together is also up to you? He raised his eyes, a bleakness in his gaze. I'm sorry, Elena. Back then, My head was a mess, I really was a jerk. But I realized very quickly that it's you I love. I let out a mocking laugh. Love me? No. You just still have some feelings for me. No. It's not like that. It's not. He grabbed me a bit desperately. Elena. Maybe you don't understand. Lara and I grew up together. I always thought that I'd never love anyone else like I loved her. But then you came along. And you broke that belief. After we broke up, nothing felt right. Even when Lara came back, it didn't change anything. He seemed to give in a bit. That's when I realized, the one I've always loved is you. So, I came back to find you. So what? Do I have to take responsibility for your immature mistakes? He shook his head. No, I made the mistake, and I'll take responsibility. I just want to win you back. Elena, please give me a chance, okay? Sorry, but I don't feel anything for you anymore, not even hate. So, don't keep doing these meaningless things. After saying that, I got out of the car, found a trash can, and threw away the roses. Then took a cab home. Maybe I really did get to him, because for the next half month, he didn't bother me, other than changing numbers to message and call me. I hadn't seen him. Chapter 10. I've arranged a blind date for you. I sighed. Mom, I'm not desperate to get married. You know. Oh, come on. Just go check it out. There's no harm in it. Unable to win against my mom, I went. The blind date was a very polite gentleman, and though I didn't feel anything particularly special, at least it wasn't awkward. I had a nice time today. I hope you did too. I unbuckled my seatbelt, smiling as I replied, of course. Once I got out of the car, he handed me my bag. Would you like to see a movie tomorrow? I didn't have anything planned for tomorrow, so I nodded in agreement. All right then. I'll be off. Good night. Good night. I watched him drive away and was about to head home. After a few steps, I was suddenly grabbed from behind. Before I could react, someone picked me up. Looking closely, I realized it was Ryan. My temper flared, and I struggled frantically. Are you crazy? Put me down. No matter how much I cursed or hit him, he held me tight, shoving me into the back seat of his car and getting in himself. You're fucking MMPH. He kissed me like he wanted to devour me, one hand gripping the back of my neck while the other held me down so tightly I couldn't move. I found my chance and bit down hard on his lip, the taste of blood instantly filling my mouth. He pulled away for a second, then came back. He kissed me until I thought I was about to suffocate, and only then did he loosen his grip slightly. Who was that? None of your damn business. Didn't I tell you to wait for me? You're delusional. Why should I wait for you? I angrily shoved him away. He panted heavily, reached for his bag in the front seat, and started rummaging through it. Here's my household registration, ID, property deed, bank cards. I was stunned. What are you doing? He grabbed me, our noses almost touching. I'm going up to see your parents. Then, we're getting married. My eyes widened. Are you out of your mind? Yeah. I went crazy when I saw you getting out of his car. He hugged me tightly. I know I was wrong. Please don't leave me. Elena, I really know I was wrong. Please, please don't leave me. His voice started to tremble, and my nose began to sting as well. I closed my eyes, trying to calm myself. Ryan, you were the one who left me first. I really know I was wrong. I can wait for you to forgive me, however long it takes. But you can't leave me. Weren't we good together before? His hands holding my face tightened slightly. Didn't you want to get married? Let's go get married, okay? I swear, I won't do anything stupid again in this lifetime. I swear, I'll only love you. I laughed. No, Ryan, I can't be with you anymore. This is a hurdle I can't get over. After a long silence, he looked up, his eyes shining with unshed tears. Am I really that unforgivable? I nodded calmly. To me, yes. He held my face, staring into my eyes for a long time. It wasn't until my neck started to ache that he finally let go. Elena, no matter how hard I try, we can't go back. Can we? No. He slumped down, his head burying itself into my neck, and I immediately felt the wetness spreading on my skin. He was crying, a restrained cry, without a sound, just choked breathing and tears falling. I thought, sadly, how familiar this was. That night, I cried the same way. That day, before leaving, he told me, I won't bother you anymore. I wish you happiness. But Elena, I'll wait for you. If one day you change your mind, we'll get married. I smiled and replied to him, I wish you happiness too. Don't worry. That day will never come. Chapter 11. After I told my best friend Fiona, who had just returned from a trip to Xinjiang, about what happened, she immediately insisted on taking me on a trip to clear my mind. She said, I took some time off and followed her. Bzzz. Hello? Who is this? It's me, Elena. I froze. It was Amelia. Oh, what's up? Nothing. I just wanted to ask. Are you really done with Ryan this time? Yeah, we've been done for a while now. She sighed. Actually, I know everything. I didn't call to convince you to forgive him. I just wanted to tell you something. She took a deep breath. Lara came back, but Ryan didn't get back together with her. He didn't do anything to betray you, even though he talked a lot. After that call with my boyfriend, he kept regretting it. He said he wanted to distance himself from you but couldn't help caring for you. He does love you. Elena, I just wanted to tell you that your 3 years of love weren't wasted. I laughed. What do you mean he didn't do anything to betray me? Does it have to be physical to count? In my eyes, emotional cheating is still cheating. Fair enough. I was just worried you'd feel like your 3 years of love were for nothing and start doubting yourself. I won't. I didn't do anything wrong. All right. She paused. Honestly, I really like you and wanted to be friends, Elena. But now that we're on different sides, I wish you all the best. Forget him. You deserve better. I let out a small laugh. Thanks. Same to you. After I hung up, Fiona immediately ran over. Who was that? A friend. Seeing I didn't want to elaborate, she didn't press further. Oh, well, let's go. Let's see Uri Lake. I looked at the breathtaking view and suddenly thought of a song lyric. The sky drifts by with 5 words, it's all just nothing. Fiona nudged me, handing me a camera. How is it? Beautiful, right? From now on, let's be happy. Let go of what needs letting go. Break away from what needs breaking away. I lifted the camera and took a picture of the soft pink and purple evening sky. I'll consider this my way of letting go for this year. Breaking this connection. Letting go of these feelings. Leaving this person. Fiona pulled me into a side hug. Exactly. While we're young, we should see mountains, see rivers, see all the wonders of the world, and see the magnificent landscapes of our country. Why should we let some lousy guys make us sad? Our precious youth is ours alone, no one else should have the power to waste it. I laughed out loud. Right. We stand beautiful on our own.